no, I haven't managed to report that yet because I am struggling with insomnia as part of my disability as it is. And the other tenant, well, I filmed him telling me where the rope was and the washing line was to hang myself. So they're all completely nasty, vile people. I haven't even been to Barwell's to find out how my father died yet. I'm struggling every day at a basic level. The milestone group that got me in here were abusive when they attempted an illegal eviction. I had an...
So, do you have a support worker or a social worker that helps you?
No, the support worker, I was meant to speak to her today. I had a 3 o'clock appointment. She hasn't phoned me. I don't know what's going on. There's only so much that they can and can't do. I've let her know about what's going on here.
Well, look, I can get this call logged, so we'll get this all marked down. I think in regards to a lot of the issues you're talking about there, obviously you need to raise these again with your landlady and possibly your support worker with the other issues. All I can do is get this logged. It's not something that we're going to be attending at the moment, but obviously it's part of the ongoing reports you're making. I've got this one here for you as well.
So
I can give you a reference.
You're not going to. So you're not going to be attending, even though I filmed PC Turner turning up.
That's not what you're reporting.
Well, hang on a minute. How is it that PC Turner could turn up to say that she didn't want to write me a note?
Well, that's a separate incident. That's not what you're reporting.
Yeah, before this person turned antisocial, she managed to get a police officer out to say she didn't want to write me a note.
So that's a separate incident.
And even the landlady said she thought that was pathetic. And I filmed it. I filmed everything.
Yeah, that's a separate incident, Barney. If you've had officers out for that, for attendance on something else, that's not related to this now.
Yeah, the point I'm making is I'm actually reporting something that is antisocial.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll log it, but it's not something we'll respond to as an emergency response.
No, but I just think, well, I think it's, you know, me and this horrible landlady think it's pretty pathetic that you could get a police officer out just to say, PC Turner.
Yeah, and like I say, I understand that obviously it's difficult, but their previous incidents, if you've had officers out...
Yeah, well...
it doesn't automatically mean that we will just send officers...
Yeah, it's pretty mamby-pamby though, isn't it? To get an officer out to say a school teacher doesn't want to write you a note.
No, I wasn't involved in the call, I wasn't there.
Yeah, well...
There, so
yeah, well...
Well,
this school teacher has actually committed...
This one with you.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying this school teacher has gone on to commit actual crimes against me in my home, and isn't it interesting? Don't you think it's interesting that they decide that it's a civil matter when I'm actually being attacked?
Because I wasn't involved.
But when I'm actually being attacked by someone in my own home, they decide it's a civil matter.
You're not trapped.
No, me and my partner, when we were having a cup of tea in the lounge, the police didn't want to know. They decided it was a civil matter, even though we were literally being attacked. Quite while we were minding our own business.
Okay, I mean, the only thing I can't offer you an opinion. The only thing I can say is that take everything into account and come to a decision. That's not for me to say whether that's right or wrong, because say I wasn't involved. All I can do is deal with the call that you're making now. Anything that's happened in the past,
you know, it's, you know, what does that?
Yeah, but what? Just,
look.
You know, go around in circles all night.
Yeah, we could go round in circles all night. They love that phrase, don't they? But isn't it amazing that a school teacher who can do what she wants, she can take drugs, she can attack us, it's suddenly a civil matter.
But
how is it? How is it?
And I've told you what
What I want to know is how is it...
In the past with officers' attendance has no bearing.
How is it that a school teacher tenant can get a police officer out to say she doesn't want to write you a note? That's a civil matter. But when she actually goes on to physically...
Going back over old ground now.
But when she...
None of it has any relevance to this call whatsoever.
But when this person who is continuing her harassment, she's gone on to attack me and my partner.
Yeah, and again...
Suddenly it's a civil matter.
I say it, that is, you're going over old ground.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, it's not old ground because it's going on. It's going on now.
That's all we can do at the moment.
Well, it's continuing. It's continuing.
Keep going over old ground, then we'll just have to end the call. Right?
Yeah. Well, you're in dereliction of duty, aren't you? Because we're going to come down to the police desk, and we're going to film this. So who am I speaking to then? To whom am I?
My name's Bret.
Bret, right?
Yeah.
Is there a reference for this call? Please?
Yeah. 132.
132, okay. Well, Bret, I'm just saying that isn't it interesting that this person has gone on to attack and assault me. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying, Bret. Let me finish what I'm saying, Bret. No, because Bret has just hung up on me. Isn't it interesting that Bret is suddenly not interested? So how is it, because even the landlady thought this was odd, how is it that a school teacher who's possibly under the influence of drugs, who's gone on to attack me and my partner, that's a civil matter, suddenly that's a civil matter and the police don't want to know? But how did she manage to get PC Turner Echo Alpha 001 out to say that she didn't want to write me a note? And that video got 1.7 thousand views. I've never had so many people watch a video up until then. Interesting, very interesting. It's all on YouTube. So they're not doing anything about it. So she's continuing to play loud music. Well, I say loud music, I can hear it. It's not loud, but it's loud enough for me to hear the booming. And it's, 3 o'clock in the morning. And this has gone on and on and on. And they don't care. So what's going on? What's going on? And they wonder why this ends up with gaslighting, you know, using my partner.